And ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chuck Williams, and it is my absolute privilege to lead the Cepeda Monday Night Zoom meeting. And tonight we have a special guest, Joanie McLeod, who will be speaking a little bit here. And you're not going to want to miss her. She'll be just a few minutes after I do some of the preliminary stuff here. She'll be sharing her story, her unique perspective, and covering the products. At the very end of the call tonight, I will spend maybe 2 or 3 minutes talking about how you can get your products paid for through our nice referral program. But the bulk of the meeting tonight will be Joanie's story and also the products. Before we jump into our presentation, we always like to start with this disclaimer slide. We're going to talk to you about some income. We're going to talk to you about some product experiences. There are no guarantees. There's no magic cure here. You can read the information. You can print the screen. But Kathy Cooper is one of the founders of the company. She's a top executive. And she basically will just tell you that we're a company of integrity. Now, do our products work? Absolutely. We've got tons of scientific research. We've got tons of testimonials, but there are no magic cures here. Does the income work? We'll talk a little bit more about that later, but absolutely. We've got more people making $1 million a year than any company that I know of here in the United States in the direct sales network marketing industry. So what are some of the market trends and what we like to call problems? Now, we're a very positive group, of a culture of positivity, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on the negative, but there are some situations that need to be addressed here in the United States in particular, but really we've exported this to be a global situation now. One of them is a obesity situation. Global weight loss market, $672 billion. That was a few years old. That's getting nothing but worse, ladies and gentlemen. You can go anywhere, any major public place, and you're going to see people that have really let their bodies go. And it's not completely their fault. Some of it's due to lack of discipline, but a lot of it's due to the lack of nutrition in today's food. Over 69% of adults in North America are considered overweight or obese. I was in that category myself not too long ago. This is Lori Harder. She's one of the Isagenix customers, associates, very successful in the business side of things also, but it's not just about weight loss. She's obviously used this for fitness and done quite well in that area. The fitness industry is a booming industry. Isagenix has products for that particular market. And then one of my favorite markets, being a 57-year-old man, is the anti-aging market. We like to call it healthy aging or vitality and well-being. This industry, this part of the segment is just absolutely huge. $285 billion by last year. And this is another, with the baby boomers continue to age, this is a great market to be in. So what are the challenges we face? Well, as I mentioned earlier, we have an obesity epidemic, toxicity, bankrupt food, premature aging, stress, both physical and financial. These are some of the challenges we face. How do we face them? Well, we have toxins everywhere we look. They're in what we drink, they're in what we breathe, they're in what we eat, and they're in what we put on. Literally, we live in a very toxic environment. Now, it is my absolute privilege tonight to introduce you to our special guest. This is a picture of Joanie. You can see on the far left her before picture, her after picture. You just got to love that smile. It's a $1 million smile, ladies and gentlemen. And let's just sit back and enjoy her story, and then we're going to walk through some slides together. But Joanie, why don't you just start out by telling us a little bit about yourself, and then I'll walk you through the product slides. And I'm looking forward to your unique perspective. When you and I were preparing for the call the other day, you don't know this, but I was taking notes and learning from you, and I know everyone else is going to tonight too. So Joanie, let's hear your story, please.
Thank you, Chuck. Oh my goodness, what an honor it is to be here. Let's see, is my screen okay? It's all good?
Yep, you're good. Everybody can see the slides, and we can hear you and see you too.
Okay, great. So yeah, my story began before Isagenix about 10 years ago, 9 or 10 years ago. I have always been active, and I've always eaten healthily, and nothing changed in my lifestyle except the clock. The clock was changing, and I began, Chuck, to put on 5 to 7 pounds a year of just this extra weight. Didn't know where it was coming from. I couldn't blame it on a broken ankle or anything like that because I was still exercising regularly. And when I, at 5'3", topped 19 pounds of this gradual weight gain, it really scared me. and I didn't know what to do. So I decided to take the bull by the horns and try to nip it, thinking I could do that in 3 to 4 months. Well, 2 years later and half a dozen attempts later, nothing had helped. And I threw in the towel. And at the time, I was pouty that I was even pouty, because I had friends that had much more severe health situations. And for me, I just gave up, and I thought, okay, so I'm a little pudgy. Are you okay? Okay.
Yep, that's my fault. I was trying to get you're using one camera and one microphone. I was trying to get, it's my problem, my fault. Go ahead, you're doing great.
Yeah, okay. So I realized that I needed to count my blessings and just accept that I was pudgy. Well, in walks my then 19-year-old daughter, the youngest of 5, home from college, talking about this nutrition. Now, Chuck, I was pretty jaded and skeptical and cynical at this point, because I felt like I had tried everything. And the thing is, my daughter, she didn't have any weight to lose, and that's not why she was doing this. She needed energy as a 19-year-old college student. And so she kept talking about this nutrition. Well, I wasn't about to get on the bandwagon. So all my mama antennas went up. And I don't know if anybody out there can relate, but these were my mama antennas. Is this a scam? Is she getting ripped off? Is this even good for you? Is she still eating real food? What is this stuff? And I didn't say any of that to her, but you better believe I was watching. And so she would come home every few weeks for the weekend, and she needed energy, and that was her motivation. And she did not want to do a diet. She wanted nutrition. Well, she ended up having such an incredible change. I noticed it as her mother and as a nurse. I saw such vibrancy in my daughter that I couldn't deny. And so I thought, wow, she's still eating real food. She's rearranged her grocery budget. She feels better than I've seen in 5 years, since 9th grade. So I thought, okay, I just need to encourage and support her. Whatever this is she's doing, she has found something that's working for her. It's not going to work for me, but it's working for her. So at Christmas, you know, the college students are usually home for a month. She cornered me in the kitchen right over here, put her cute little hands on my shoulders, and looked me square in the eye. And she said, "Mom, it's time. Just put it in your body." And Chuck, at that point, I kind of became the teenager, and I thought to myself, that sounds so cheesy. Just put it in your body. But I looked at her and I said, okay, babe, here's the deal. I'll try this for 3 months and then we'll see. And I'm not going to tell anybody about it, because I thought I had to sell something. She said, I don't want you to tell anybody about it. I just want you to feel as good as I do, Mom. I'm going to tell you what to do. You're going to love it. And you're going to save money on groceries. And in my mind, I rolled my eyes, Chuck, and I thought, yeah, right. So she goes back to college. That was January 2014. I started. 2 weeks in, I thought to myself, I don't know what this stuff is, but my body loves it, and I'm not going to stop putting this in my body. My body is thanking me every day. It's like someone turned a light switch on. My energy, I didn't know I needed more energy. I was trying to lose this, change of life weight. My mental focus, I didn't know my windshield was foggy until it was clear. I was amazed, and the scale hadn't changed yet at all, but I was blown away with how I was feeling. So fast forward 3 months, the 19 pounds is gone. And then friends started asking me what I was doing. And next thing you know, I started helping them get it for themselves. And it's been the most amazing ride. I realized that I have an obligation to let people know about a possible solution, because while my daughter needed it for her energy as a millennial, I needed it for me entering this next season of my life. And I know that there are so many friends out there in my same season, men and women, because men go through a change as well. And so whether people are wanting to lose weight or gain lean muscle or increase their athletic performance or just age youthfully, we have solutions for all of that. And it blows my mind. My son gained 10 pounds of lean muscle where I lost 19 pounds of this visceral fat using the same system. So I love, okay, so here's the other thing, Chuck. When I had my results, the nurse in me goes, all right, why'd this work? How'd this work? Who started this company? Why'd they start this company? The nurse in me needed answers because I had tried so many other things. And the science behind these products is brilliant because what we're doing is fueling the Ferrari with high octane fuel, and we're giving it a tune-up every day because of the way this works synergistically. So let's talk about the integrity of this company. It is backed by science, and I love that part of it. Daniel here is a personal friend of ours. I met him before he entered the IsaBody Challenge, but Isagenix, as you mentioned, Chuck, our goal is to impact world health. And what Daniel participated in is basically a loyalty rewards program to get people healthy and stay healthy. And he ended up being the runner-up. But this loyalty rewards program benefits all of us. I'm in my 13th challenge right now. And Isagenix will give you a $200 product coupon just for staying consistent and accountable with using these products. The other thing that I value, one other thing of many that I value about Isagenix is the no compromise policy that we have. The scientists and the formulators, they are not going to compromise by choosing less than products for the nourishment and the foods and the, any of our ingredients. They just aren't going to compromise. The integrity of this company blows my mind. It really does. And so you see here part of that. As I mentioned before, we are backed by science, and Troy is another IsaBody finalist. But some of our third-party studies have shown what you see here: 56% more weight loss, 47% more fat loss, and twice as much visceral fat lost. That's in a study that was done third party with men and women compared to the heart healthy diet. Our Isagenix system compared to the heart healthy diet. It's unprecedented. And here are some friends of ours that we get to celebrate. It's so fun. Josie, she has kept over 100 pounds off for 11 years now. It's amazing. The lean muscle, the visceral fat that's lost, people change from the inside out. They look different and feel different within days. And I love that this system isn't something where you hire a personal trainer and you pay someone so that you can be the poster child for Isagenix. No, just do what my daughter said and just put the products in your body. And you can't deny the changes in your own body. Michael is a friend of many of us. And look at his transformation that began in 2008. And then it continued to, you see, 2014, 2015. I mean, the guy's getting older, but you wouldn't know it. His body is getting stronger. He's a beast. It's amazing. So what is Isagenix? Well, I already mentioned that it is a combination of products that work synergistically. But you know how weight loss options are often unsustainable and unhealthy? Well, back when I was in my 2-year attempt to change my health, those half a dozen things that I tried, Chuck, I actually started putting them in categories because I was so discouraged. They were either not sustainable, too expensive, too complicated, or too depriving. And Isagenix is none of those. I mean, it's been 5 years for me. It's so sustainable. I'm rearranging my groceries. It's so affordable. It's incredibly convenient, not complicated at all. And it works. It's amazing. So it truly is results you can't get anywhere else. So some of my favorite products, let's start with this Isagenix shake. Now, when my daughter got me started, I looked at the back package and I thought, okay, there are 200 scientific words on the back of this that I can't pronounce. Surely this isn't that much different than the hundreds of shakes out there that have labels with all these ingredients I can't pronounce. Well, what sets us apart is the sourcing and the processing of our products. These protein shakes are sourced from New Zealand, where the cows are grass-fed, insecticides aren't allowed in the country, they're only milked in calving season, no hormone injections to keep them producing milk, no antibiotic injections to keep them clean. It's pure. And then John Anderson was brilliant. He got his own patent on the processing so that these wouldn't be pasteurized. You don't kill the good with the bad. So our shakes are, one PhD nutritionist simply said this, Joanie, they're in a league of their own. They have no peer. They're 10 years ahead of everything else out there in terms of shakes, protein shakes, and that's why. Then one of our next products, well, you see, the Isagenix system is, oh my goodness, talk about convenient. We think that fast food is convenient, and yet when you look and see what it does to our bodies, what we're putting in our bodies, and the cost, Isagenix really is, it's incredible. So, you know, the calories, the nutrition, the cost. Chuck, I had one nutritionist, dietitian say, okay, Joanie, you could take a dinner plate at Whole Foods and have a registered dietitian put on that dinner plate the most nutritious meal that they could gather on one dinner plate at Whole Foods. And guess what? One of our shakes, the nutritional profile, is going to top it. It's unbelievable. So my mantra truly now is Isagenix is my nutrition. And what you see here on the screen, those are my supplements because I like to eat fork and knife food. And I do. But Isagenix is my nutrition and those are my supplements. Whole mind shift. Amazing. All right. The Cleanse for Life is another, this is one of my favorite products. So we have the Stellar Shakes, and we'll talk about the Ionics, I hope, in a minute. But right now, this Cleanse for Life, so many times people think that this is colon related. It's not colon related at all. When I had my experience, and this Cleanse for Life is actually cellular scrubbing of your cells and releasing toxins, I was so dumbfounded by my results and how I was feeling. I could tell in my skin. I could tell from head to toe. So I began to do my research with our scientific advisory board site, trying to find, okay, how does this work? Why does this work? And I can remember how excited I was the day I found an article that talked about our aloe vera-based botanical Cleanse for Life juice actually has enzymes in it that convert fat-soluble toxins to water-soluble so they can be released into the bloodstream and filtered out the kidneys. I slapped my knee and I was giddy, Chuck, because I thought, so that's how it works, because a juice fast, a water fast, a colon cleanse, those will take care of water-soluble toxins. but nothing is going to touch the fat-soluble toxins that even NFL players have, even very lean people have. We all have those toxins, and they need to be converted to be released. It's brilliant. Now, here's the Ionic Supreme. A lot of people call this our liquid gold. Oh my goodness. So there is a whole list of things that Ionic Supreme benefits the body with. But 4 of my favorites, you see here how it protects the body and helps with oxidative stress, protects the negative effects of stress. Well, 4 of my favorite things are, yes, it helps with oxidative stress head to toe. It helps with brain support. It helps boost the immune system. And who doesn't need that, young or old? And then the other big thing that Ionic Supreme does is it increases the absorbability of the gut. So you combine the Ionic Supreme, you're doing all of that, and you're increasing the absorbability of the gut. Then you have those stellar shakes that are not pasteurized. Talk about nutritional density. And then you clean out the toxins. The synergy of those things, it's dumbfounding. It really is. It's brilliant. Isoline Pro and our whole performance line is amazing as well. Whether you're an athlete or not, these are phenomenal. Some of these products you can use pre, during, and post-workout, but one of the products that you can use, athlete or not, like I said, all of these, is the Amped Nox. That Amped Nox increases your cardiovascular health and oxygenation in the circulatory system. So even people who aren't weekend warriors, but you want to just benefit your body with cardiovascular and circulatory benefits naturally, that Amped Nox, phenomenal. I've heard Dr. Arciero talk about that, and even our scientific advisory board. So this line, and then our Isoline Pro shakes, what separates them from the others is they have 36 grams of protein instead of 24. So diabetics love these. Athletes love these. If anyone is hitting a plateau, bump up that protein and it'll help you get through that plateau. Amazing. Now, one of our other main favorite products is our Isagenix, which deals with telomeres. If you don't know what telomeres are, think of your shoelaces, okay? Our shoelaces have end caps on there. Why? To keep them from fraying and wearing down, right? Well, the aging process does that to us. We wear out our telomeres, which, as you see in the diagram here, those are the end caps of all of our chromosomes. And Dr. Bill Andrews and John Anderson have been phenomenally successful in putting together telomerase and telomere support. John Anderson, as you see, he feels like this is the greatest discovery of our time. And we have a product that I think is coming next that does that. This Isagenix Product B supports your telomeres, and it ends up neutralizing those free radicals. It ends up supporting those end caps so that we can have youthful aging. Amazing, cutting edge product, just phenomenal. Okay. Finally, one of our newest products that Dr. Bob Kay, he is the head of our scientific advisory board. And this was released, guys, in January, the Isabiome system. It's probiotics and digestive enzymes. So if you are someone who's familiar with probiotics and their importance, you will love these, because these probiotics have 25 billion CFUs. But I want you to know that even our Isoline shakes have pre and probiotics in them. So we already are on top of things in terms of digestive health. And now we have probiotics that are the top of the line, and our digestive enzymes. I have a dear friend who has 2 holistic degrees. And when she saw the profile on these digestive enzymes, we have some for people who are vegan and others who are conventional diet where you eat meat. And those digestive enzymes, we have 10 primary enzymes for vegans and 11 for conventional. Well, she took a look at these and her jaw dropped. And she was like, oh my goodness, these really are amazing. But here's the other thing. Isagenix, I love how they set themselves apart because remember, integrity and no compromise. So they spent a good bit of time on the engineering of these containers so that they're insulated and don't have to be refrigerated. Guys, people who rely on digestive enzymes truly for their managing their gut health, they cost an arm and a leg, and you have to keep them in the fridge. These, you can take them with you in your purse. And I have been using them since they came out. Unbelievable. I'm so grateful. So I could go on, but yeah. So Chuck, I thank you so much for letting me share a little bit of my excitement, a little bit of what I've learned. And friend, I'm going to pass it back to you.
Joanie, I think I speak for everybody. You did a phenomenal job. I've got people texting me and telling me what a great job he did. Ladies and gentlemen, give her some love. Seriously, in the chat, just tell her what a great job she did. As excited as she is about the product, I'm that excited about this compensation plan, but I'm only going to take a few minutes to give you a couple highlights. The picture you're looking at now, the picture on the far left was before Isagenix. The one in the middle, I prided myself, if that's even a word, on being the poster child for Isagenix, no exercise. I went from one picture on the left to the picture on the right in the middle there with 0 exercise. Was able to shed 25 pounds, got down to my high school football playing weight, but I really didn't have any muscle. I lost the belly fat, but no muscle. Then I saw that Randy Peters that you saw on a screen earlier when we were showing the different testimonials. And I saw Randy go from a picture like me in the middle to looking like he worked out. And so my wife and I came back. We joined a gym. We started working out. One of my associates on the line today with us, Mike Mucci, saw a picture of me in front of Gold's Gym as we joined. That got him interested. But in working out, I was able to take the 4 inches I lost off my waist and put a couple on each bicep. And literally at 57 years old, I am in as good a shape today as I was 30-something years ago when I played college football and baseball. And also, the Isagenesis that Joanie was talking about, that is my favorite product. That product literally has turned the color of my hair back to its natural color. When Diane, my wife, used to finish cutting my hair, there'd be a big pile of gray hair. That is now mostly the original color. And people ask me, are you dyeing your hair? And I said, no, it is literally the nutrition. I have people in the gym asking me, are you on steroids? I said, no, it's good nutrition. I absolutely love the Isagenix products. But let's talk just a few minutes as we wrap up here about this world-class partnership with Isagenix. This company's headquartered in Gilbert, Arizona, just outside of Phoenix. We just celebrated this month our 17th anniversary. We're right at about $1 billion a year in sales. It's an amazing company, and it's just touching the tip of the iceberg when it comes to its long-term potential. Our vision as a company is simple. It's to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. And I was in England a couple of years ago when we launched the UK for Isagenix, and I happened to meet Eric Cooper for the first time, and he added a word to this. He said, not only the largest, but the most trusted health and wellness company in the world. I thought it was a great addition, seeing that he's going to be running this company in the not too distant future. So what are the keys to success? For those of you that might be looking at this as an opportunity, strong management team, solid financials, check. Isagenix has both those. Phenomenal products that everyone needs that get results. I think if you're not convinced after listening to Joanie, like she said, and her daughter told her, put the products in your body and see for yourself. It's amazing the results you'll get. A solid compensation plan. Again, I don't have the time tonight to go into all the details. I wish I did, because like Joanie could talk all night about the product. I could talk to you for hours about what I consider to be the best compensation plan I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of them in my career in network marketing. Training and support. We have the best of both worlds. Isagenix as a company has phenomenal training and support. They really do. But when you add to that we have the best team and the Cepedas leading the way and teaching us, and the leaders they brought onto their team, we have by far the best training support in the entire network marketing industry globally, no doubt about it. And then last but not least, I kind of hinted at this earlier, but we're 17 years old. We do about $1 billion a year in sales, and we haven't even scratched the tip of the iceberg of our potential. Literally, as we open up Asia and we continue to open up Europe and the rest of the world, we are sitting on an absolute multi-billion dollar corporation, and you are in the right place at the right time. The timing and positioning is perfect. So what is your opportunity? Well, again, I'm just going to run through this real quickly here, but I want you to think for just a minute about one bill, just one bill that you have that's a nagging bill that you just hate to see come, either via email or however you get your bills, mail or however. Just one bill. Just think of that one bill right now. And then think of one ideal day. Where would you go? What would you do? Who would you be with? If you just had no concern about money, you didn't have to ask a boss for a day off, you literally could pick an ideal day. What would it look like? And then here at Isagenix, we like to say we provide a solution. If we could show you a way to eliminate that one bill, and maybe more, that you thought of, and if we could show you a way to live that ideal day, not just one day, but every day, would you be open to learning how we do that? Well, it starts very simply by earning money as we refer others to Isagenix. This is a referral-only program. Isagenix is not out there doing commercials and trying to get customers directly to the company. They use us as their marketing arm, and they pay us very well to do that. And it all starts with you becoming a consultant. Everybody comes in the company as a customer. If you choose to become an associate, you simply go into your back office. There's a big purple box. You click it. Fill out a little form for tax purposes here in the United States, and you are therefore an associate. No cost, no charge, from customer to associate. When you get two customers, one your right, one your left, you become a consultant. If you join now, between now and the end of March, we have a special promo going. Instead of the normal $50 consultant rank advancement bonus, you're going to earn $150 just simply by helping two customers get started. And then add on top of that what we call product introduction bonuses. You can literally make all the money you spent for your product back and more here with Isagenix. This Fast Start Consultant is a test they're doing right now through the end of March. And from the day you get involved, you've got 14 days to get two customers, and they triple your consultant rank advancement bonus. Now, here's how cool this company is. If you don't get it in 14 days and you get it in 6 months or a year or whenever, they're still going to give you your $50 consultant rank advancement bonus because that is not time sensitive. But this is just a little bit of incentive for you to get in, get a couple of accountability partners, and do this with other people. You're going to find you have more success if you do it with others anyway. Now, this is the core of our compensation plan for residual income. There's lots of bonuses and things to help you make money short term as you build your two teams. But we all have two teams, a right team and a left team. As those two teams create volume, you're going to receive what are called cycle bonuses. A lot of us jokingly say we're professional cyclers because every Monday we get paid for cycling. And that's really what happens here with Isagenix. As your two teams are growing, every time your teams hit 600 on one side and 300 on the other, you're going to earn a $54 cycle bonus. And it doesn't stop, ladies and gentlemen. By that, I mean it pays down through infinity, and it's not limited to 1 or 2 cycles a day. The power of two is what we call it. Two teams is all you build. That's all any of us build. We each have two teams. They get paid on down through infinity. For an extra $49 a year, once a year, $49 for international license, you can literally get credit for volume that occurs in all 18 markets around the globe that we're in. Think about this for a minute. Unlimited depth. So as you refer a customer, refers a customer, refers a customer, and I can go on for the next 3 hours, refer a customer, down through infinity, all that volume counts on that particular team. As you match it up with volume on the other team, you're getting paid those cycle bonuses. This is where the real long-term residual wealth comes from. Very, very exciting. So what I like to ask people is, we talked about that ideal day. We talked about getting rid of that bill, maybe more than one bill. What would it take for you in number of cycles to accomplish your goals? You can literally look at this chart and it stops at 100 cycles, but Isagenix does not stop at 100 cycles. But this takes care of most people's ideal days. That'd be $5,000 a week, which is just one way of making money. So pick your number. We call it your freedom number. And then realize it's a simple process of getting involved with a company and starting to build two teams by referring people. As you refer more and more people and they refer more and more people, you start to cycle more and more. You pick your freedom number and then make that your goal. Let us help you accomplish it. To get started, what we teach everybody is this: you share, they share. It's as simple as you going out and sharing with a couple new customers, preferably within your first 14 days, earn that $150, and then you teach them how to do the same thing. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. There's no rocket science here. It's a simple process. You share, they share. Under normal circumstances, if your two customers bought the value pack, which is by far the most valuable pack, they're going to get the most product for their money, the most best products all combined. It's a value pack. Now, they can come in with bigger packs or less packs. This example, it's a value pack. If your two customers come in the value pack, under normal circumstances, it's $900. But if you come in now, between now and the end of March 31st, 2019, and I hope they extend it, but that's where it is now. If you do that and you get your consultant rank within 14 days, it's an extra $100. So instead of the normal $900, it's $1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, think about a traditional business and how long it would take you in brick and mortar to earn what you invest in your business. Here, you pay $29 if you buy a small pack. It's included if you buy a value pack or an ultimate pack in your membership. That's your cost. And then you're going to buy a product that you're going to eat and benefit from. This is an amazing opportunity. So it really comes down to choices. You are where you are in life based on the choices you've made or the choices you've let other people make for you. That's a true statement. And so right now, I'm going to ask you, if not this, if not the Isagenix products and opportunity, then what? What are you going to use to enjoy that healthy lifestyle that you want to enjoy throughout your entire life here on earth? And if not now, when? When is going to be a better time than now? Never. Trust me, with the way this company's positioned, timing in the marketplace, there will never be a better time to join this company, enjoy the products, and enjoy the positioning you have on one of the greatest teams in network marketing that have ever been developed. So what I want to ask you as we close here is, let's go out there and help somebody today. The best way to predict the future is to create it. You've been given that opportunity by the person who invites you to watch this presentation. Get back with them. Let them help you set up your account. It's so simple. Literally, they'll go in their back office. They'll create a preferred recommended pack for your cart. They'll send it to you by a link. It'll take you 2 minutes to get your account set up. And then literally, you can start enjoying all the benefits. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank Joanie for a great job overviewing her story and the product. And I hope to see all of you in Charlotte at the end of this month. God bless you, and thanks for joining us.